Today I come to you with tragic news. I have lost my high rarity goat deck. What's up, guys? We are back, and yeah, you saw the intro, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Let's just get to the story. Okay, I'll do a giveaway first. We have a giveaway. I'm giving away this Blue Eyes Toon Dragon SRL. This is 25th anniversary. Just like the video, be subscribed, turn on notifications, and let me know down below. Have you ever lost anything valuable? Have you ever had something and you just couldn't find where it went? Let me know in the comments. That is how you can enter the giveaway. Do you want these 8 packs right here for only $5 plus shipping? Well, of course I do, Ruxin. How do I do it? It's a very simple process. Click the link below to get to Whatnot, get $15 free credit on the app. You're gonna find a $20 listing for these 7 packs. You're gonna buy it. And wait, did I say 7 packs? I thought there was 8. There is. If you're a new user and you buy those 7 packs with your $15 free credit, you get this bonus Stampede pack as your 8th pack. It's only gonna cost you $5 plus shipping, so click that link below. So, as you guys know, I've made many videos on my GOAT format deck, which has like CP Metamorphosis, like a lot of champion pack stuff, some high rarity first ed cards, and previously during peak times, it was worth hundreds or thousands of dollars and still is worth a lot of money. Now, if you didn't know, I moved several months ago, and at the time, one of the reasons we were moving was to get Chelsea closer to work, but the second reason was we were having a baby, and that's, as you guys know, that's big news now. You guys have seen that many times, and FYI, that is happening at the time of recording this in just like 3 or 4 days. So yeah, because of the induction and everything. So wow, getting really close, pretty scary, pretty awesome. I'm excited. That's a little side note. Back to what I was saying. We moved to a different house, okay? So awesome. We moved to a new place. It was great. Now, the problem with moving is you have to move all your stuff. And when you're a person like me who has way too many trading cards and a lot of stuff for like selling and collection and all these different things, it's kind of a pain to move everything. And then keeping track of everything is an absolute nightmare. And that's where the deck comes in. Keeping track of this deck was non-existent because guess what? After a few months of moving, I go, where's my GOAT deck? Because I don't really play with this deck that much. It's a high rarity deck. It's actually not a deck that I like to play that much. It's more of the chaos control variant. I'm more of a warrior guy, to be honest. I don't really love the chaos control as much. And yeah, I didn't even notice I lost it until a few months later. I'm like, where is that? I've looked everywhere. I mean, I hadn't looked everywhere yet, but I had, been through all the bins, pulling stuff out and stuff. No, there's no deck anywhere. I couldn't find it. So I start looking. Oh, I realized, where is it? I look around. This was several weeks ago. Couldn't find it anywhere. Didn't have time to keep looking. So I'm like, I guess I'll find it later. Hopefully it's somewhere. Hopefully it didn't get lost in transit. Hopefully, I didn't leave it somewhere in the old house and just never got it or anything. If you guys have ever lost things, you know how that works. You lose something, you start thinking, what if I threw it in the trash by accident? Like, when would you have thrown it in the trash? It's like, well, what if I did and I took the trash out and then the garbage disposal people took it and now it's just it's in a dump, it's in a landfill somewhere. Like, how did you get to that point? It's just because it's lost. You start imagining these crazy stories like, oh, what if somebody's pet dog walked in my house, took a bite of it and took it to their neighbor's house? Like, that just doesn't happen, but you start thinking up all these crazy things that might have happened. That means, oh, it's gone forever. I'm never going to see it. Well, I was starting to think all these things. And the other night, a couple days ago, I was about to go to sleep. I just bought, if you follow me on Twitter, I just bought those new Pokemon games. I bought a Pokemon Silver, a Pokemon Red, and a Pokemon Crystal at Game Exchange. So I was going over to my game collection, which, by the way, if you want to see a full video on my game collection, let me know, and maybe we'll do that at some point. It's mostly Pokemon games, but yeah. So then I was putting those away, and I started thinking, I need to check in on these games, make sure they're real. So I started posting on Twitter, are these real? What do you think? And then I was looking around for the cases that hold those games, and I thought, I need to find my GOAT deck. By this point, it was 1 a.m. or something. And I start going on this hunt. It's Saturday night, well, technically Sunday morning at 1 a.m. And I start going on this hunt. I'm like, I'm gonna look everywhere. I'm gonna find this thing. There's multiple places where I keep stuff. So I'm checking through boxes we haven't opened up. I'm gonna open up tubs. I'm digging through stuff. I'm cutting open boxes I never opened because it was like bulk or something. And I'm like, maybe it's in here. Maybe I threw it in there and sealed it up randomly. Wasn't in there. An hour later, I sit down. I'm like, it's 2 a.m. I gotta go to bed. I think I lost it. Like, I straight up think I lost it. So I sat down so I have 2 desks now because I do one where I do packaging and one where I record, because in here it's kind of a smaller room, but the other place we got in our like bonus room kind of thing. So where I can like work on Whatnot orders or whatever and watch with Chelsea and stuff like that. So I sit down at that desk and I look through everything. And I, I go like this, and right behind me there's this tub, and I'm like, Did I ever open this thing all the way up? So I pull it out all the way out because, you know, I'd opened them and peeked in there. I pulled all the way out. I opened it up and I'm like, oh, it's not in here. I'm like, oh, let me pull all the stuff off the top. I start pulling it out. I pull out the back one. And what do I find? My goat deck. The back right next to the wall, under like 5 things, right behind where I sit all the time. It was right there. So yes, little tease. I know that was a long story. Hopefully you guys enjoy story time. I found the deck. It's not lost, which, you know, a rational person would be like, you didn't lose your deck, right? But as I said, you start creating stories of like, it might have gotten lost. I used multiple different people were carrying all my stuff to a different place. Maybe it got left in some car. No, here it is. The goat deck is alive and well. Now, did I make this video just to say that I lost it and actually not be lost? No, I actually made this video for an update on this deck, and because I lost it for a second, I figured I'd tease you guys. Not a second, I lost it for like 6 months, but I found it finally 6 months later, and I'm going to actually be getting rid of this deck. I'm done with it. So I found it, and now I'm getting rid of it. And what do I mean by getting rid of it? Am I gonna sell every card? Not necessarily, but as I said earlier in this video, I don't really care about this deck that much in terms of, I don't play this deck. The deck I play is Warrior, so let me show you. Here's the deck that I actually prefer to play when I play Goat, is the Warrior deck. And this is the one I actually bring the tournament. So it's not in any sort of order because I actually played it at at Nats. I played a couple Goat pods, and by the way, I didn't win any games. No, I mean, I won some games. I didn't win any matches, but here is what it is, and it's just some random rarities, right? Wait, is this mislabeled? Wait, this is, I grabbed the wrong deck because okay, so what, gamesmanship, okay? So I was at Nats, and I'm like, I don't want it to say the name of my deck on here, so I swapped it out with another one, and I put my Relinquish deck in here. I do like this deck, but this is not the deck I was looking for. Oh, look, I had a Cyber Phoenix in there. Oh, that's cool. So that'll go in the goat box at some point. Okay, let me go get the actual deck, because this one doesn't even have all the cards in it, but okay, yeah, that was confusing. I tricked myself, so the gamesmanship worked. Here it is. So this was Goat Relinquished. I marked it out, and then I'm like, hey, they might think I'm playing Relinquished, but it's marked out, so it's not my fault if they think that, right? Okay, so here's the deck that I actually was playing it when I played Goat most of the time. So this, someone actually gave me this at Nats, which is pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is a cool thing, like a Millennium Shield type thing. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's pretty sweet. So shout out to that guy at Nats. This extra deck is actually for the Relinquish deck, but check that out. That's pretty sick. I mean, the ulti Thousand Eyes are pretty, they were crazy cheap. They were like, I got this set for like $60 or $80. It was something ridiculous. Like, they're so cheap. Very, very cool. So yeah, that's not actually part of the deck. That's part of the other deck that I swapped out. You get it. Okay, so here's the Warrior deck. We got like Nobleman. I think this is actually Asian English, so kind of weird, but yeah, it's got stuff like Mystic Swordsman, which is automatically destroys. Chaos Orc is still in there. Turbo Pack. Blade Knight, Donza Lug, Sasuke. I mean, there's some really cool stuff in here. Tribe Infecting Virus, Solemn Judgment, Ring, Pot. I got the ulti, which is pretty cool. Sakuretsu Armor, common, kind of lame. Kaiku, yeah. So I don't have max rarity on this deck. There's a collector. This is actually the one that somebody gave me several years ago. They gave me 2 collector BLS, so I've been using it, which is pretty cool. Rhoda First Ed. Nobleman First Ed, Trap Dust Shoots, you know, Delinquent Duo. I wish this card never existed. Pre-mat Unlimited. So yeah, there's nothing like crazy in terms of the values of most of these cards, but it's a nice deck. It's you know, you're beating down, you're activating Trap Dust Shoot, you're doing all that stuff. Here's the side deck. It's not even like full. I just grab random cards. I think this is actually the Relinquish side deck, but I used it because I didn't have a side deck for this deck. So I actually do need to make this thing into a legit side deck for the Warrior deck, but that's just kind of some random side deck cards I had that kind of works. So cool stuff for that. This is kind of the deck I normally play. Now let's show you guys the deck that I have that's actually like the expensive deck. Okay, so the Lost and Found deck is here. Let's just show you guys some of this stuff. What we have. I like marked conditions because at one point I was gonna try to like make everything near mint or something, and I'm like, why am I doing that? It's just expensive, you know, to make everything near mint. Okay, so we got some First Ed Thousand Eyes. This is pretty cool. Unlimited. So I have 3 different Thousand Eyes. So I didn't even get close to like max raritying this, to be honest. There's a lot more I could have done. Like, these should all be First Ed. I mean, the ultis would be cool too. But Gallling Dragon's not First Ed. That is First Ed, the King Dragon. Dragoon, whatever you want to call him. Dark Flare Knight, First Ed, that's First Ed. So yeah, we're doing okay there. That's not First Ed. That's first ed. That is first ed. The Dark Blades. A lot of these I rarely use, but Metamorphosis, sometimes it comes up. I have a few random cards in here. I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, these are like the old, cheaper versions. So these just need to go in the GOAT box. So I'll put those with the Cyber Phoenix and that'll get added. Then we have the main deck, GOAT format deck. This is the expensive deck I've had for a long time. So VLP first ed breakers. So this will, this will get played somewhere. I'm not necessarily getting rid of everything, but I've marked them. VLP, I don't know. This would be cringe, but the conditions on them. I don't know. I don't like that I did that, honestly. Sangan, we have Retro Pack. This is an original Retro Pack, I think. Is this Retro Pack? I can't tell. It's got that stupid HP in the way. Oh, it's on the inner sleeve? Oh my gosh, really making me work. Yeah, it is Retro Pack. So this is the original Retro Pack before the reprint. I guess that's still the high rarity. I really don't know now that it has a reprint of Retro Pack. Pretty weird. The Chaos Sork is from Turbo Pack, so very cool. 2 of those. The Blade Knight. I guess the high rarity here would be the misprint, where it doesn't have the secret rare, I guess. So pretty cool on that one. Tribe Infecting. Are these in order? Just one random Blade Knight? This deck is so weird, too. It's just like a bunch of decent good cards in Go. I feel like it's not even close to optimal. Tribe Infecting Virus. DD Warrior Lady, so like the conditions are like mod play, which is fine though if you're playing with them, I think. But if you're double sleeving everything, maybe you could do near mint. But these are first ed, so I did at least do that. Sinister Servant, this obviously could be the TFK, so the really crazy expensive one. Not really a card I care about. I think this one looks better, so it's kind of hard to buy that one for so much. First ed Blackluster Soldier, I do have that. Cyberjar Ultimate Rare, that's really cool. I didn't even know why Cyberjar is in here. It's so random. Okay, first ed Air Knight Parshath, Azura Priest, 2 Tsukiyomis from Astral Pack, which is pretty cool. I do have some Astral Pack available on Whatnot, by the way, if you guys want to go grab that. Sealed, straight from a sealed box, so you can get a Tsukiyomi if you grab that. Now here's where we get to some big stuff. We have Spirit Reaper in here, which is a champion pack card that I actually pulled myself, so very nice. Some of this stuff will just go into a different deck, like whatever I could Spirit Reaper in, or my binder that has like high rarity Edison GOAT stuff. Magician of Faith, we got a couple of those. These are both pulled by me as well out of Champion Pack 2. Those are pretty expensive. Some of the most expensive cards in the set are these Champion Pack cards. All right, 3 Magician of Faith and then a Knight Assailant. So the monsters are feels completely random. It's like, how about we just take every good, like decent GOAT card and just put it in this deck is what this feels like. So that's one other reason I'm breaking it up. Is like the deck itself is not good. It's just completely random GOAT cards, and some of them are just in there because they're expensive. Like Spirit Reaper, it's like, yeah, it's pretty good, but does it really fit in this deck? I don't know if it does or not, but kind of random. Then we get to more Champion Pack stuff. We have 2 Sakuretsu Armors, but I think these are going to go into my Warrior deck, and I'm going to try to bling out that Warrior deck, boost it up a little bit. So those will probably replace the commons that are in there. Call of the Haunted, near mint, apparently. First ed Mirror Force, which is cool, which I don't know if you guys saw, but I was playing Edison and I had a secret rare legendary collection Mirror Force the whole time. And instead of a first ed, I had a first ed in my binder. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, it's supposed to be a max rare or almost max rarity deck, and I have this or whatever. So it was kind of random. Ring of Destruction first ed. Okay, this is all normal. Torrential Tribute, Heavy Storm, Delinquent Duo, Mystical Space Typhoon. At least all these are like first ed. Ultimate Rare Pot of Greed. I think that's... You could do LOB, but I think this one's just the one. It just looks better. Nobleman, Pre-Mat's got like a fade to it too, which is pretty cool. 2 Champion Pack Metamorphoses, the one I pulled. I mean, these don't really have anywhere else to go, so they might just go in my binder, and then I have 1 common. And then a Book of Moon ulti. You could use Champion Pack, but I only have 2 of those, so I have 1 ulti and 2 Champion Packs. Which these could go in Edison, they could go in GOAT, they could go somewhere. Scapegoats, and then Graceful Charity. So I guess, is that the I mean, there's some weird ones like Dark Legend and stuff. It's kind of a hard one with Graceful Charity. I think that's still a good choice. So as you can see, this is just kind of a jumble of random good GOAT cards. It's really not a great deck, so I kind of want to disperse these into other decks and max out my Edison deck, max out my Warrior GOAT deck, and maybe go that route versus what I'm doing. And the first thing I'm gonna do real quick is I think that there's a card I specifically need for Edison. So if you look at my Edison deck, which I still haven't decided if I'm gonna keep playing Diva Hero, but for now we'll stick with it. Dark Grapher, I still need to pop out my PSA 9 and play it right there. There is a couple of cards I think that actually can go right in here from my GOAT deck, and just there's also, I'm gonna upgrade one of my Miracle Fusions from that collection we bought the other day as well. Mind Control, let's see, I think it's in here. Trap Dust Shoot, this is another Champion Pack card I pulled, which by the way, Champion Pack 5, I'll be doing a Whatnot stream selling some of that in the future if you want to try to get a Trap Dust Shoot, so keep an eye out on Whatnot, follow over there. Torrential Tribute first ed. Where was it? I think it was Mirror Force. I did replace the Mirror Force, so we have a first ed now. Thank goodness. That was depressing. So that's a card I'm probably going to swap out soon. Heavy Storm. Here we go. Heavy Storm. Unlimited. How could I have played a spell Heavy Storm for this long? So what we're going to do, our first Frankenstein of this deck is I'm going to remove this Heavy Storm from the GOAT format deck, and it's going in Edison, because one, I play more Edison anyway, but two, we are breaking up this deck to fit out other decks. So this is a first ed Magic Ruler, not Magic Ruler, Magic card, Metal Raiders, Heavy Storm. And it's not like mint, but it's in pretty good shape. So we're going to put this one in here. This one can just go in the GOAT box now. I do upside down, right? No, I don't do upside down because you can see through them. Okay. I do the other one upside down. So that way, this way. So look at that. In addition, the Edison deck just got even more high rarity right there. Perfect. Let's see if there's anything else. I guess technically if I want to go retro pack here, I don't know, because is that turbo pack or retro pack? I have to look up which one's better. Rhoda, I still have the collector rare, but I might go to the first ed. I might switch that. I'm not sure yet. Let me know if you think the collector rare or the first ed LOD should be in here. The collector rare really just hits nicely. That's why I like it. It doesn't fit as well. Bottomless trap hole, I still don't have a champion pack of these. If you guys saw our video the other day, I pulled several for other people, but none for me. Deep Prison and, oh, Judgment's a secret? Am I playing Judgment in this? I really don't have a first ed Judgment? I don't even have a Judgment in this deck. Wow, that's something we gotta fix. I can't be playing a secret rare Judgment. That's crazy. I can't believe what has happened here. Okay, so that'll get updated at some point. The Caiuses obviously are not updated, but yeah, we'll get to that at some point. I'm gonna update this Miracle Fusion with that other ulti I got the other day. So we have 3 ultis instead of DRO4, which is still a high rarity card, but very cool. So this thing is going to be moving on to the future, and I'm going to be breaking it out, these Chaos Sorks and stuff. Let's see, where's that? Let's take those Sakuretsu armors out. So these are going to go into the Goat Warrior deck. So let me pull it out. Let's just do it right now. So we need Champion Pack. Okay, what needs to be upgraded? This Asian English needs to be upgraded. Chaos Sork looks good. I'm only playing 1 Chaos Sork. I'm not playing 2. Yeah, okay, there's not an order right now. So oh, that's a Judgment, but that's a unlimited. Dang, I was about to say that could be going my Edison deck. There's a first ed Rhoda. All right, Saku, so those are coming out. Saku's out. Dust Tornado first ed. Another Judgment unlimited. Heavy Storm unlimited. I'm gonna have to get another first ed right there. That I could probably switch with the first ed, and this could go in a different GOAT deck. It's a pretty sweet looking card, but it's not first ed is the problem. Not first ed, so it's not this what did serve me pretty well through many games though, from the guy who sent me this a long time ago. There is a video about that 4 years ago or something. Really cool card. All right, so if we get the BLS out, where is it? And I can take it out of this stupid March sleeve of mod play. That's just lame. Take it out of there. No, thank you. No mod play. And now it just looks beautiful, right? Okay, it has a bend there. Yeah, but this could definitely be in better condition, but for a deck that you're playing, it's fine, right? I'm playing the deck, so it's totally okay. First ed BLS, beautiful. And look at it in the sleeve. You can't even tell. It just looks amazing. All right, so replace the BLS. We're going to replace that in a second. We're going to place that Sakuretsu in a second. Rhoda first ed. There's Nobleman again, but I think this one's actually Pharaoh Servant. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Magic card. Wait, they both say Magic card. I'll figure that out in a second. Call the Haunted. Wait, I think there's a first ed in here. We can do that. There it is. First edition. It's near mint as well. Look at that. Swap this one into the GOAT Warrior deck. So the next update on my GOAT deck will be this Warrior deck instead. So that way you guys aren't too confused on what's going on. When you see that next video, you'll have seen this video. So unlimited on that one. This one is now a first edition Call of the Haunted. Beautiful card, and is now upgraded this deck. Where am I putting it? I guess I'll put it in the deck right now. Okay, a few more cards in here. What else can we get to upgrade? I think Delinquent Duo probably, Premat probably, Torrential, Saku. All those are going to get updated. Swap those around. Trap Dust Shoots. Yeah, we have 1 high rarity one. I think that's it. Anything else? Another Dust Shoot, Mirror Force, MST maybe. I think I have... What do I have? Do I have the Ghost Snatch Steal? I think we can update. Plus, I actually like these sleeves better than these. Like, these are bulky. I have these ones that are more slick and they're easy to shuffle. So let's go here. Mirror Force we're gonna put in there. Wait, am I not playing Ring in this other deck? I feel like I should be playing Ring. Maybe I'll change that. All right, Torrential Duo. That's heavy play though. I gotta update these. Snatch Steal, my Pot of Greed. I might just swap in all these things real quick and come back in 1 sec. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, quick side note here. As I'm doing this, the First Ed Pot of Greed ulti looks a lot better. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks a lot different. Probably because it was 2010 or 11, and 2011 instead of 2017. But still looks amazing. That's going in the deck. Okay, so I added the new stuff. So here's what the new warrior deck looks like. We got the First Ed BLS, Nobleman's, we got Pot of Greed, Pre-Mat. Here's all the things I swapped in. Delinquent Duo, First Ed, MST, Snatch Steal, Call of the Haunted, Torrential, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction. It wasn't ulti Ring of Destruction, so I did actually play it. 2 Sakuretsu Armor Champion pack, and then here's the rest of the deck. I was looking, I only have 5 lights in here for 2 Chaos. I feel like I could play maybe 2 of those or something like that. For a 6th light or something like that. I mean, technically this is a light, but I guess if you're banishing it for Chaos Orc, but the only way it works is if you're banishing it for Chaos Orc. So it's not really a great as a light. I did not swap in the Heavy Storm. That was an Edison. So I do need a First Ed there. The Judgment is such an expensive card, but at some point, maybe I will upgrade these from original print and gold to First Ed, MRD. And then Trap Dust Shoot, I was remembering the one high rarity I have is an Edison. So yeah, so this GOAT deck just got a lot more high rarity with those swap-ins. And here's what the remainder of the original GOAT deck is. Here's the stuff. I don't know if that Sangen should go in or not, but maybe it will. I could play another Chaos Orc in that Warrior deck, but that's kind of a lot of Chaos for a Warrior deck. I just played the 2 Chaos cards. Still got a First Ed Cyber Jar, some cool stuff in here, Tsukiyomi, stuff like that. So this stuff will probably go in my max rarity GOAT binder, or like max rarity, not necessarily max rarity, but high rarity Time Wizard binder, I guess. So a lot of this stuff. And here's the stuff I took out of the GOAT deck. So still some good stuff in here. Collector Rare, we got the Asian English Nobleman, the Unlimited Pot of Greed, the Unlimited Pre-Mat, the Ulti Ring of Destruction, a couple of commons, Delinquent Duo. So some of this stuff will go in the GOAT box, but a lot of it I have doubles of, so some of it will go up for sale on TCGPlayer or whatever. So good stuff there. Yeah, that's an update on my GOAT deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you sad to see the original GOAT deck go? Do you want to see me build another Chaos control deck or something like that? For now, I do want to max out this Warrior deck because this is the one I actually like to play a little better. Give me some tips on how we can make this deck better, you know, optimize this thing so when I go to other tournaments in the future for GOAT, we can do that. So gonna continue my journey maxing out Edison and my GOAT deck. Let me know your thoughts on what deck I should be playing in Edison because I am considering moving on from this Diva Hero deck and trying something else. So let me know in the comments. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and of course check out Whatnot. Get the $15 free credit on your link down below. The $20 bundles are available for a few more dates and then they're gonna be gone for a while. I'm taking a break from selling those. So if you have your $15 free credit, you're gonna wanna use those on those $20 bundles in the next week or so because they're gonna be gone very soon. So don't miss out on them. Stampede packs will still be included for a limited time until I get rid of those. So make sure you guys go grab that real quick and check out some other videos on the way out. Shout out to American Deutscher, Brandon Cheney, Adams, Ghost King TCG, Ronald Apple. Oh, and Archlord Christia First Edition! Ian Musa, Junior Barding, Robert F.
That is not possible! The first set of packs!
Changeling, and Crypto Poppy Mike. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys next time.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon has been pulled! Let's go!